Welcome to the Grindstone Best Songs of 2023. This year I decided to extend my list significantly. I'll be releasing a top 150 songs. The bottom 100 will be ordered alphabetically by song name, and then the top 50 will be ranked. Let's get into it. Enjoy. Song 150 is Yosemite, featuring Dave Matthews off of Molly Tuttle's City of Gold album. I definitely did a double take the first time I heard this one, recognizing Dave's voice. It's a great song on Molly's overall excellent album. Song 149 is Wrong Kind of Right, off of Rhiannon Giddens' You're the One album. It's a great old school sound from her, which from my perspective outshines the Jason Isbell collaboration track that precedes it. Song 148 is Wild Pilots by Joey Frendo on his Bound for Heartache album. Emily from the Alt Country Show introduced me to Joey during one of her podcasts. It's a great song. Make sure you check out the Alt Country Show as well as Joey's album. Song 147 is White Painted Trees by Dylan Earl off his I Saw the Arkansas album. Kicks off with great pedal steel and guitar. Make sure you give this one a spin. Song 146 is When the Roses Bloom Again by Laura Cantrell off her Just Like a Rose, the anniversary sessions. Steve Earle proves to be a great addition to this track from her 2023 session covering songs from her 2002 album of the same name. Enjoy. Song 145 is We're All Gonna Die off of Joey Oladokun's Proof of Life album. There's a lot of great ones to choose from, but I ended up picking this one by Noah Kahan. I hope you like it. Song 144 is Weathered and Worn off of Tim Goodin's True Stories and Flat Out Lies. It's a great classic arrangement with fiddle and mandolin. Tim's a great up-and-coming singer-songwriter. Hope you enjoy it. Song 143 is This Isn't Helping by The National off of their first two pages of Frankenstein album. I'm a big fan of Phoebe Bridgers, who lends a hand on this great tune. I absolutely love when she comes in on the song. I hope you do too. Song 142 is The Way I Oughta Go by Bella White off of her Among Other Things album. Bella's got such a great voice, and her cadence and delivery on this one and others keep things interesting. She's also featured on the Hunger Games soundtrack, so check that one out. Song 141 is Tennessee Orange by Megan Moroney off of her Lucky album. There's a lot of great writing on this album, including this one that elevates it above a pop country affair. Song 140 is the Wilder Blues title track Supernatural. Few people do Easy Breezy as easily as Brent Kopp, who produced this album and sings on the track. It's a fun tune with great music and a bit of a Hayes Carll feel. Song 139 is Summertime by Amanda Shires and Bobby Nelson and features Willie Nelson on vocals off of Amanda and Bobby's album Loving You. This is one of 3 times I broke my own rule of no covers on this list, but I couldn't leave it off. Prior to this one, Amanda and producer Lawrence Rothman had put out 2 excellent, eclectic, and edgy albums, To the Sunset and Take It Like a Man, the latter a Grindstone 2022 Best Of. Overall, with Bobby and Willie on this track, they impressively show their versatility, keeping it much more classic, letting the piano and the voices shine. Song 138 is Suicide of Town by Ben de la Cour off of his Sweet Anhedonia album. It's a little more upbeat, at least musically, than some of the other material on it by Ben, who is a new find for me this year. Song 137 is Street People by 49 Winchester off of their Apple Music Nashville sessions. It's the second time breaking the cover rule, but I had to give my fellow Virginians some props on this. I probably could have just as easily gone with Superstition, but decided to go with the lesser-known Bobby Charles classic. Song 136 is Texas Is My Home by Rich O'Toole. I could have gone with this year's other excellent singles, 4th of July or Stay, but even though he's a part-time Mainer nowadays, choosing Texas Is My Home seems like the appropriate choice for the arbiter of Texas chili himself. Song 135 is Southern Roads to Boston by Firehill. As fate would have it, this song following Rich's is almost too perfect. In a lot of ways, it feels like Firehill's Boston response to his Texas Is My Home. Song 134 is South Dakota by Chris Stapleton off of his album Higher. There's a lot to choose from Higher, but I was digging the groove on this one and ended up putting on my list. Song 133 is Sometimes You've Gotta Stop Chasing Rainbows by Sun Volt off of the Day of the Doug album. This is a final cover on the list. I felt it was important for this to make the cut, as it's great to hear Jay and company taking a break from their own material and interpreting the Doug Sam songbook. Song 132 is Sometimes by Hello June off of Artifacts. I absolutely love the opening off of Hello June's 2023 offering. It's another great song with a great groove. Song 131 is Snake Trails by Victoria Bailey off of her A Cowgirl Rides album. This one definitely came a bit out of the blue for me. It's got a great old time feel. I hope you enjoy it. Song 130 is Should Have Seen the Other Guy by Noah Riley Teal off of his self-titled album. It's another new artist for me. It's got such a great bass line. This one absolutely rips, as does the rest of the album. Song 129 is She's a Hole by Turner Porter off of his Chase That Jackrabbit EP. My boy Turner Porter, formerly the Ferdy Main, recently released an excellent cover of Zac Brown's Oklahoman Sun. I was tempted to include that one on the list, but I didn't want to do a disservice to one of my favorite originals of his. Give it a spin. Song 128 is Shenandoah Blue by Mike Frazier off of Another Night, Another Sunrise. Mike's another fellow Virginian who I just found out about this year. There's much more to this song and the overall album, but for my money, this probably is the best Neil Young album released this year. Song 127 is She Ain't Me by Summer Dean off of The Biggest Life. This is just a classic old school country tune soaked in pedal steel and bourbon. Wrapping up the first 25 of my best songs of 2023 is Searching for Paradise by Sam Morrow. This is one of the few bluesy tunes on this list, but has some great guitar and organ from a new-to-me artist. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this video. As always, please make sure you subscribe and be on the lookout for songs 125 to 100.